standing at a bus stop. This is a bus stop that we got to this bus stop pretty quickly. We're on our way to Petri's house. He's going to smoke some salmon for us. We're gonna experience the sauna lifestyle in Finland. So we're all getting ready to board the bus for just a day of fun. No professional development, just hanging out. We all have our swimsuits packed. We're wearing our book bag t-shirt that we were given. They're very soft.
They are soft.
Very high quality. So today's just gonna be all about having fun and relaxing. Okay guys, we have been here for about an hour. It's, I think, 12:45 the last time I asked somebody. We experienced the sauna. It was very, very hot to us Americans. We had one of the Finnish teachers from yesterday joined us, and while we were like sweating and panicking because we thought we were melting, she was like, this is actually not hot enough. She described it, I think, as cold. And she was just laughing because this was the first time she's ever been in a sauna with people that are actually wearing their swimsuits. So it's customary to go in and have absolutely nothing on. There's a male and female one here, so we weren't like intermixed, but all us American girls, in all our modesty, had full-blown swimsuits on. I only stayed in there for a minute because I couldn't handle it, and then we dipped our toes in the lake, and then through peer pressure from Petri, who's the like host, I got all the way in the water up to the neck, and it was freezing cold. My friend Jill has captured some footage of that, and depending on my self-esteem, you may see that footage or you may not. But I did get in. I'm glad I did, because this is going to the sauna and doing this is like a big part of their culture. Like every house, I think, has a sauna, or most houses. So it's something they do on a regular basis. She says that they do it for a couple hours. They go in there, they have something to drink, something to eat with their friends. If they get too hot, they step out for a minute and then come back in. So I'm glad I did it for that reason. But right now we're just taking a walk through the forest, Shamika and I. And there she goes. And then after that we're going to his house, and he's going to have smoked salmon with some other things. But
it's a big thing here.
Yeah, it's very salmon. Fish seems to be a big thing. Which is why I think anytime we went to eat, we were just eating like American food, I think. Because the real Finnish thing is to smoke salmon.
But they don't have ranch.
They do have ranch, because when I got Wetzel's Pretzels yesterday, she offered ranch, but it wasn't
real ranch.
It was a ranch. It wasn't my favorite ranch, but it was called ranch. So
I have not found ranch.
I was surprised when she had it. So we're just gonna take a walk, and then we'll head over to his place. I'll show you some of the beautiful scenery, and we'll check in later. We are taking, it looks like we're on a field trip, doesn't it? Like we're taking a little hike through the forest. We're on our way to his house. But look how beautiful it is. Walk, but people were starting to question whether or not we were really going to get somewhere. But this is his little neighborhood. Isn't it beautiful? Like, so nice. I'm jealous. I want to live here. And look at this beautiful, serene place.
And he told a story about, because he was making a point about traveling and making relationships. And one of his points was that, you know, when you go to meet new people, and if you spend time with them, not just, pass through, but spend time with them, they usually offer you food or drink. And often that, food, they're proud of that food or drink, it's special for them and they want you to have it. So his point was that even if you sort of don't like it, or if you are a vegetarian and they serve you meat, or it's something gross, you take it, you eat it, and you praise it and say thank you, this is amazing. Because if you don't do, he ruled out, by the way, religion and allergies, of course. Otherwise, I mean, if you don't do that, there is a really big chance in his experience that the relationship that might have started will not go anywhere, and it stops right there, because that's an offensive thing. That said, we're all friends already, so you're free to say that, you know, this sucks and I'm not going to eat this. I don't mind, because then it's more for me. But anyway, today we're having some very traditional Finnish things. Finland is not known for its cuisine by any means, but in my mind, and maybe Hanna's mind as well, these are some pretty good things that we're having today. First one is Karelian pies, which you might have tasted at the marketplace or somewhere else, and egg salad, you know, scoop of egg salad on top, and that's very traditional Finnish thing. So if you can eat that, you really can't leave Finland without having a Karelian pie and egg salad. These sausages are the basic, the most basic, not the least expensive, the second least expensive, because the meat content in the least expensive sausages is ridiculous, but this has like 80% meat, but still.
What's the other 20%? Don't ask.
It's flour.
Oh, okay.
So for gluten-free, I'm afraid. No.
Oh, you can't eat. Okay.
Sorry.
Guys, we eat hot dogs, so
Yes.
We'll find something.
2%.
But what I was gonna say, the way we do this often, if it's not part of a meal, we grab a piece of kitchen towel, grab a sausage, mustard on top. This is a little bit of a sweet mustard. If it runs out, I have more. And this is your basic, not spicy
That looks
mild.
like Crayola paint.
A what?
Looks like our jars of paint that we have in this house.
Yeah. I didn't understand that. So if you want to do that or on plate, whatever you want, but that's the way we often do it. Couscous salad, not particularly Finnish, but good thing anyway. It doesn't have any spices, so balsamico and olive oil. And here we have the salmon table. The thing that I love doing is a piece of rye bread, a little bit of butter, scoop of salmon on top, and that's it. But you can have it with salad as well. And there is another fillet that I'm gonna smoke after the first rounds. But I hope that everybody can get some for the first round. And then there's another fillet. There's more Karelian pies if we need. But sausages are basically there, except a little bit spicy sausages here that we can put in half and so on. But please, go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so we finished up lunch not too long ago. It was delicious. We had, well, you saw the little clip where he was kind of giving a little pre-lunch talk about just enjoying other cultures' foods. Hi Madison! But all the food was really delicious. So now they are playing ping pong. I think he's pretty competitive. Some teachers are just kind of hanging out, socializing there and on the deck. But he's really invited us to stay as long as we would like, I mean, within reason. I think some people are gonna leave pretty soon, but some people are just gonna hang out with some of the other teachers from yesterday, but it's just been a really nice day. It's so, I can't stress enough how peaceful it is out here, and this might be one of the reasons why Finnish teachers are so calm and serene, because maybe they all live in these environments, but it's beautiful here, really. Good morning, it's Sunday. We're not in an airport, which is what I was about to call this. We are in the terminal waiting for a ferry to take us to Estonia. It is 6:30 in the morning and I think we're all tired. It's 6:30 in the morning. I have zero access to coffee and I'm going to a whole nother country, so it could be a lethal combination. But we're just waiting to get our tickets. Estonia is, I think, a 2-hour ferry ride from here. So we're just going there to sightsee. We're gonna have a tour guide, maybe do a little shopping, and then we'll come back. I think we'll be back in Finland at about 4:30. But I'm wearing my educator shirt today to represent American teachers in both Estonia and Finland. But I'm looking forward to seeing another country for a few hours. So that's what we're doing today.
That's a giant rose. It's cold.
Oh, good. Okay, deck of the ship. This is Tia. There's some people on the boat that they think she's a celebrity of sorts. They just want a picture with her. And just so you know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, this is going to be the lady that's with me in South Africa next summer. She's a barrel lass. But we're on the Baltic Sea. It's freezing. Here's the Estonian flag. I'm going back inside now. Jill and Tia have safely brought us to Estonia. We just got off I was calling it a ferry, but it was really like a cruise ship.
It was. I made it special for you.
It was very beautiful. So, yeah, here we are in Estonia, a whole nother country. So if you come to the Finland trip, which I know they're going to have another one, because I think they're having another Finland trip, right? They're going to have another one. If you do the Finland trip, you actually get to visit 2 countries for the price of 1. You're only going to be in Estonia for a few hours, but hey, you get to say that I've been to Estonia. So I'm excited.
Kind of.
And when this glacier have melted, and it melted about 10,000 BC, the first people came here. And the people who spoke the language, let's say more or less Estonian language, they came here about 6,000 BC. They came here from the Russian territory. They used to live there before Russians. And so they came here, but actually they didn't have any kind of civilization for a very long time. So they were just like a Native Americans actually. So they were used to live in the wooden strongholds. They were fishing, hunting, fighting for the neighbors. Let's say it was kind of a mix of Native Americans and Vikings, something like that. And so they used to live like this for many thousand years. And then everything has changed here completely. And this year we celebrate 800 years anniversary of Tallinn, because it's just 800 years ago the Crusaders came here. So Crusaders from Germany and Denmark, because Pope of Rome that time just found on a map that there is a place in Europe which is not covered by Christian religion yet. Because all in Europe, Western Europe was Christian, Russia was Christian, Scandinavian countries were Christian, but in Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania there's the 3 countries. So we were the last pagans in Europe. And of course it was not cool for the Pope of Rome. And another thing was that it was a very good location, for trade. So it was, let's say, trading route between Western Europe and Russia. So that's why they wanted to control this place. And 800 years ago, so the Danish fleet came here. The local people basically did not have any chances against them. And it was conquered by the Danish and German knights and crusaders. And they founded a castle at the top of the hill. So we still have this castle. And after that, there was several hundred years of prosperity here because it was a very good location. They could trade here, and Tallinn was really a rich place. And after that, after those 300 years of richness, so there was a Russian Tsar. His name was Ivan the Terrible, like a cool name for Russian Tsar. And so he started the war against local German knights to take this place over, because Russia did not have proper access to the sea that time, and they wanted to have one. So they started the war, but other countries in the region decided they needed to, and they all started to fight here. So like Denmark, Sweden, Russia, Poland. And as a result of that war, we became part of Sweden. And we were part of Sweden for 150 years. Then it was another Russian Tsar. Okay, it's our friend. And so let's say 300 years ago, Estonia was captured by the Russian Empire, by Russian Tsar Peter the Great. And we were for 200 years, we were part of the Russian Empire. And then in 1918, so the last year we celebrated 100 years anniversary of independence. In 1918, all European empires broke apart and we became independent. And we were just independent for 20 years because there was another Russian guy called Joseph Stalin. You might have heard of him. And in 1940, Estonia was occupied by the Soviets. In 1941, Nazis came here. And in 1944, Soviets came back and we became part of the Soviet Union. So for the next 50 years, Estonia was one of 15 Soviet republics. So it was Estonian Soviet Socialist Republic. I remember the time as well. I'm old enough. No, I was 10 years old when the Soviet Union broke apart, so I just remember something. And then in 1991, the Soviet Union had collapsed and we became independent again. And now we're experiencing the longest period of our independence now. So it's 38 years of independence. So we're cool. So we're part of the European Union now. We have euros, we're part of NATO. So we just hope everything will continue this way.
So we just had a stop, and I just learned something that you guys might be interested to know. We just learned that teachers in Estonia have 3 months, sorry for the light because we're in shade, have 3 months of paid vacation. So that means when school is not in session, they don't have to worry about supplementing their income, or they don't have to worry during the school year about making arrangements to make sure they've saved enough to cover you know, their expenses over the summer months. They get 3 months paid vacation. Now obviously he was telling us their salary is a little bit lower, so they make about on average 1,000 to maybe 1,200 euros a month, but I mean still 3 months of paid vacation sounds like a great compromise. Okay, it's pretty crazy in this spot. We're in kind of like a lookout point. We are in the upper city, I think is what he's referring to it as. What I've learned so far is the upper city is where in historical terms like nobility lived, more well-to-do people lived, and from where we're at you can see the lower city or lower town, which is where, you know, people like me probably would have lived. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful country. I'm gonna try my best to show you, but you can see there's a lot of people back here. There's Stephanie, because this is like a tourist spot. So let me see if I can show you a little bit. We are in the town square. This is like, Molly's gonna come. There she is. We're in the town square. This is like the main middle section of the area. We're doing a little bit of shopping. I just saw another purse that I want, but I'm trying to be good, and plus I'm being told I need to bargain because we just got started. So I'm gonna play it cool. That's good. We are Jill is buying some handmade whistles. She's going to have them engraved. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back and get that handbag. I'm going to bargain though.
He's gonna make me a whistle out of wood.
So she gets to pick her own piece of wood, and he is going to make her the whistle. And are you going to get it engraved?
And I'm gonna probably get it engraved. Why not?
Why not? It does look like the dentist. Okay. Are you putting this? Yeah.
Whistles for all of my tapings back at home. You're welcome.
That's a good gift.
Back at home, I know. And he's going to engrave. This one's going to be mine. But then the other ones are for my teammates. I love it. So good.
Can you turn it this way?
We'll be right here.
So cool.
Don't get my self-esteem.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now Molly is getting ready to have, yeah, Molly point extra.
Took the big one of the whistles.
Molly's getting ready to have her whistles handmade. So Jill's were already pre-made. Molly has to take it one step further and have them handcrafted before her very eyes.
I want to make sure they're actually made right here.
It is, but I know it's Monday. We are in a little town called Porvoo, I think is how you pronounce it. We're here to see like a wooden city, which is a city made of wood, hence the name Wooden City. But in the meantime, we're just walking around these cute little streets, or this cute little street going into these little shops. I just saw a shop that has like jewelry that's all locally made by people that are from this town. That was really cute. I just need to pace myself with what I'm buying, but just took about an hour from Helsinki. I only have a couple of days left, so I'm trying to see as much as I can see, but this is how I'm spending my Monday in Finland. Oh, what time is it? Like 3?
It is 3 or 4.
It's now 3 o'clock. We went to the lovely town of Porvoo. It was cute. I can't get it. I'll never get it. We just took the bus back, an hour ride back. Quickly changed my shoes and grabbed a jacket because now we're going to do a hop off bus tour, which means you get on a bus, you hop off where you want to see some things. You can hop back on at any time. Might do a little bit more shopping. It's really dark because I'm in a tunnel. And there we go. Might do a little shopping and sightseeing, and I'm supposed to go somewhere with Shamika later because there's a bag that she wants, and I think at the end of today's video I'll show you guys all the things that I bought, because I bought some things for myself obviously, but I also bought some things for my my family. Here's my friend. So right now it's just Jill, me, and Molly, so we're gonna have some more fun.
We moved up to Lake when we hike in some area.
Something like 50 lakes within the national park. 50. 50, yeah. You probably heard such a number as 180,000. That's the number of lakes that we have in Finland. It's quite high concentration in one place here, maybe like a mini copy of Finland. But mostly very small lakes. Usually they are huge. Quite bigger, but a lot of small lakes. That's what we have here. Right now, in the middle. We'll get on the trail and just enjoy the day, hiking and listening to some wind maybe.
Hey, good morning. This is my last full day in Finland, and today we are doing, I think this was considered like a side trip that you could pay for if you wanted to, but you didn't have to. So I paid, and it is a hike through one of their national parks. It's called Nuuksia. And he's just telling us we can go into all the national parks as much as we want to. We're being led by a biologist, so I'm going to give you like just a little view. This national park is filled with lakes. He mentioned how many just a moment ago, but I forgot. So I'm going to take you along with me. I'll show you some pictures or some video, but not too much because I just want to enjoy the scenery, but it's beautiful already.
Dinosaur times. But now only a handful of species remaining in the world. They're usually quite small, and they accumulate a lot of silicates. Yes, like a sand in their body basically. So that's why nobody eating them.
What are they called again?
Horsetail. Looks quite pretty, like stripes.
Yeah. It's like an illusion almost.
When they're young, when they're just coming out, they are quite tasty actually. You can cook them with something like asparagus maybe. But when they get older, they accumulate a lot of sand, you know.
Okay, we just finished our hike, and I won't lie, it was more rigorous than what I thought it was going to be, but it was nice. We had a guide. He took us throughout the forest. This is one of, I think he said they have 140 national parks or 40. I'm getting old and I can't retain information as well, but they have several national parks, so this was just one of them. The national parks are open to anyone, so you can come and go as you please. And yeah, I mean, it was just a little bit of footage that I was able to capture. Hopefully I can include it, but it was beautiful. But we're all a little like ready to be done. It was treacherous in some places, lots of mosquitoes, but just a beautiful environment, a nice way to wrap up my time here in Finland. So we're getting ready to catch the bus back to Helsinki, and then I need to start wrapping up and maybe start even packing up to fly out tomorrow. Hi guys. I may or may not edit that out because that is really the reflection of where I'm at right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy. I am beyond fulfilled by everything, but I am tired. Like, we've been here since the 22nd. It is July 2nd. And every day has been like go, 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 go. Yep. Whether it's we're at professional development or we're just sightseeing. So I'm tired. I went on a hike today, as you saw earlier, and as I said earlier, it was a true hike. I'm recovering. I have a mosquito bite on my neck, I just discovered. A couple on my ankles, and there could be some more that I'm about to discover. So I'm tired from that too. Shamika's here. She and I are just getting ready to pack up because we fly out tomorrow. Our flight leaves at 1:55. We fly to Chicago, then fly to LAX. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
I was gonna say, hopefully we're on the same
that we don't
flight.
wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning only to be told our flight has been canceled. And let's hope that tomorrow is just smooth travels.
Lift us up.
I think what I'm gonna do, like, I don't I think what I'm going to do is when I get home and settle and have maybe time to like write down my thoughts or process my thoughts about everything, maybe just close the vlog with that. But I know, just generally speaking, Shamika and I were talking earlier. Oh, maybe you can show them what you got. Oh, but is it packed?
No, it's not.
Okay. Shamika and I were talking earlier as we were sharing our purchases. Just how like we both feel fulfilled by the trip and how we feel like we've grown. And I was gonna show you guys what I got, but I very precariously got that stuff packed in there and I can't take it out. So I'll show you all that when I get home, and then I'll do a little bit more of a, you know, a summary or a closeout of everything. But just for the fun of it, let's look and see what Shamika got. Before I show this to you, Shamika has been on an emotional roller coaster with this purchase. For it has to be 3 or 4 days.
Yes, 3 or 4 days.
She saw a backpack just in a window, I think.
It caught my eye.
She came back. I've learned a lot of Shamikisms as I've spent some time with her. And she said she couldn't buy it because she had to feast on it. Because she had to think about whether or not she was going to get it. So then she thought about it, but then she saw a Longchamp purse. And then she was torn. And I just left here this morning on my hike because she stayed behind. And I said, if you don't have a bag when I come back, you are staying in Finland. You will not be coming back to America.
She said that.
So sure enough, she came back. I'm gonna show you this bag because it's the bag that I almost got. Here it is. How cute is this? Look at the neon green right there. Oh, I'm really kind of jealous.
I can't open it because I'm trying to get back the tax that I spent on it, and so it has to have these seals on there.
Yeah.
So if I open it, then I won't be able
She won't
to
get the
that
tax.
tax.
So
And the same thing for Latanya's bag.
Yeah.
She can't open it until we get the tax back.
So she got that bag, and in the process, she was walking back and forth.
Yes.
And then she saw something else that caught her eye.
It was taunting me.
And she had to get that. And also, let's look at that. Just the bag it came in is cute.
Oh, and the fact that they wrapped the bag, this bag,
and some
in plastic because it was storming.
Mm-hmm.
So this outside bag, which is very nice, was wrapped in this plastic bag to protect just everything.
I hope you take that bag home.
Oh,
I don't know what one would do with it.
I will put it on the shelf
and be like,
and just remember these moments.
That's a souvenir.
That's what I'm gonna do.
So she got that.
I'm very happy with this purchase.
It's
though.
cute.
I'm very, very happy.
It's
I'm
really
excited
cute.
to use it. It has 2 pockets on the inside, and it's just really cute.
Yeah. She, again, show it to you, but she got to keep that sealed.
Yeah, I got it.
Because I think we should be getting about $27 back.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to do that at the airport.
Yes.
Now show me your...
What I can do is, once I open it, I'll send you a picture. Maybe you can include it in the
Yes, I will do that.
I'll do that for you guys.
And then she got some Adidas slides. So Shamika says that she's, I'm not saying this is what she says about herself. She's extra. So she saw these slides. I would call them slippers. And she had to have them. She likes things to be colorful.
I do.
And so
if
she
you ever see my classroom, you will know that I needed to have these. So here they are.
She got some, get it right. Some Adidas rainbow slides.
I'm very excited about these. They're a little too big, the lengthwise, but it's okay. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. So she pulled it together and not only bought herself a bag, but bought some slides. Now, of course, she bought some things for her friends and family. But
yes, I did. I thought about them.
She got herself some things too. So I don't even know what time it is. For all I know, it could be midnight.
It could be. Because
this
is
pretty much what it looks like at midnight. But I think it's got to be like
after 8.
It's a little after 8.
Yeah, 8:10.
That's about 8:10. So I've packed up. This is what I have going on. I have to figure out how to get my Birkenstocks back in the suitcase That's what I'm carrying on in my backpack. That's a sneak peek of something I bought for myself. And so everything's packed there. These are just empty bags. But I am a little nervous because I just barely got my suitcase closed when I left. And I bought a few things, not a lot, but things that take up space. And she was laughing at me a little while ago because I was sitting on my stuff to try and flatten it.
Yes.
And in the morning, she's gonna see me sitting on that suitcase again because that's the only way for me to zip it. So
You might have to sit on mine too.
she just said I might have to sit on hers too. So yeah, I'm gonna close the vlog for now. I'm not exactly sure when I'll vlog again because tomorrow might be, well, I don't know. We'll have some time in the airport. So I'm gonna, let's say this, I'll say goodnight for tonight. I'm sure you'll see us for a moment or two in the airport, and then I'll have a little bit more of a debriefing for my whole experience, which if you've been following on Instagram, you know at this point has been extremely positive, but I just feel like I need to wrap it up with some kind of philosophical thought. So I need to work on it. But I'm gonna go take a shower now, freshen up, and we're just gonna relax and enjoy our last slumber party of Finland because that's what we need to do. That's it. So talk to you. Okay, good morning. It's Wednesday. For some reason, I can't keep track of the days here, but it's Wednesday at about 8:30ish. It's somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Shamika's packing. I'm not going to show you the struggles because it's a lot. It's a lot. I just finished packing. I had to take the little bag that I had of my dirty clothes. I had to ask Jill if she would be kind enough to let me put that in her suitcase. She was. Shamika's suitcase literally just tipped over because it's so heavy. But she's gonna make it work. But I got everything in here. I'm gonna show you. This is me ready to go. I had to be a little creative and attach some things to my backpack so that I can say that this is 1 carry-on, that's 2. I need to stuff that somewhere. That's just the cover for the away suitcase. And then I need to find somewhere to put my snacks because my snacks have to come. These are my favorite Finnish snacks. I think they're the best I can describe as these are sun chips. So I bought 2 bags of those so that I don't have to buy a snack in the airport because you know the airport food is expensive. So I'm getting ready to go eat some breakfast, and by breakfast I mean piles of meat because that's pretty much all I can eat down there. And we're gonna meet downstairs in the lobby at about 9:45. Head to the airport. Our flight leaves at 1:55, and I might check in with you guys at the airport. I might not. So I'm not really sure what to say right now aside from I'll see you when I see you. So I'll see you then. Okay. I'm not looking my best, guys, but Jill and I have just made it onto the plane. Look how, do you see how close we are in proximity?
And we're not doing anything.
We're not trying.
This is the way it is.
This is the leg room. Yeah, close that. Yeah. This is our leg room right there. See how her knee is already touching.
And then wait till they come back.
Yeah, and then this person's probably gonna recline. Game over. So we're gonna find ways to keep ourselves entertained. We are definitely ready to go home. But yeah, in about 10 hours,
Yep.
we'll be in Chicago. And then we're gonna go to LAX. But it's gonna be bonding time.
all on time.
All on time. All of our luggage will arrive. I was once again able to, no, I didn't check my bag, carry on my bag. So. I can't even tell you what just happened. We did everything we were supposed to do as travelers. We got on our flights on time. The flight actually I think landed a little early, but we spent a lot of time in the parking lot and got to the airport, did everything we were supposed to do. But no one in the airport seemed to be in a rush to make sure we got our flight. So we got to the point where when we went through security, we were down to, when we started, 12 minutes to get through security, get to the gate in an airport that we're not familiar with.
No.
We went through security. Jill had a little light up spot in a place that they asked her, would you like to go to a private room? She said, I don't have time for that. After that, we sprinted to our gate that was all the way at the very end of the airport. By the time Jill ran in her socks, I was trying my best. I need to push hard at Orange Theory apparently. And by the time we got to the gate, I didn't know if my eyebrows were still there because that's how much I was sweating. I was winded. And then I get to the gate to be told, we're actually going to need to check your bag because we've run out of space. No. So I already felt this in my heart, but that moment just bonded us.
Yes. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving to her neighborhood.
The perfect way to end this trip.
Because we didn't even know. We had to take a shuttle. We had to go through TSA. We had to go through security. We had to get an American Airlines boarding pass because Finnair wouldn't do it.
And none of it, like, it was through no mistake of our own. We did everything by the book. So the good news is I've been able to pat the sweat away from my face because I didn't want to vlog under those conditions. We're on the plane and we're going to be home soon. And I'm believing that our luggage is going to be just fine. So, well, I have made it home, you guys. It is Wednesday, still July 3rd. It is almost, I think it's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes to 10. I took some footage on my iPhone on the plane. I'm not sure of the quality of it, but just to rehash, we left our hotel this morning at 9:45 a.m. Wednesday morning, which technically is yesterday now in Finland. We were successful in getting on our first flight. Everything went smoothly. And then things got a little stressful when we had to connect from Chicago to LAX because our Finland flight, we got there on time, but we were just in the plane waiting to deplane, as I like to say, for a long time, and had minimal time to go through security, customs, TSA, and all that again. Jill had the security system didn't like Jill. She had to be thoroughly searched. Then we literally had to sprint from the security check where Jill had to be checked to the very last gate in Chicago's airport. Like, we were running for our lives because we had less than 10 minutes. I think we had somewhere between, I think we had about 8 minutes to get from security to the gate, and we just barely made it. And then when I got there, I got the wonderful news that they had run out of room on the plane, so I was gonna have to check my bag. And when I tell you I was sweating profusely when I got there, I was sweating so much that I wasn't certain that my eyebrows were still present. And that's always a telltale sign for me that I've done too much. But I made it, we made it. The flight was quicker than I thought. I was really dreading it because by that point I was tired. We got off the plane, got our stuff. My dad picked me up. I'm home now. I am just getting ready to take a shower, in a full-size shower that will stay on for as long as I want it to stay on. Put on my pajamas, use all my products at my leisure, use as much of it as I want. Spend time with the dogs. Genesis was very happy to see me. I don't know where she went, but there's Riley. Hi, Ray Ray. There's Riley. And I don't know. Genesis is hiding somewhere. I don't know. She wasn't here, but we just finished cuddling for quite a bit. But I'm so happy to be home. Obviously, I'm tired. I can't really... Interesting. I can't really gather my thoughts right now, but I think what I'm going to do is at some point tomorrow, I'll get it together, kind of wrap up my feelings on the whole trip, although I think you guys probably know how I feel, just following me through Instagram, and then I'll answer the questions that I got through Instagram. Some of them, if I don't answer some, it's because I didn't get a chance to screenshot them because I thought I would have time in the airport. I didn't know it would be like a mad dash from Chicago to LAX, but I'll answer as many as I can. So this vlog is going to end. If you enjoyed this vlog and the series of vlogs that I uploaded, just sharing my Finland trip with you guys, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you have the notification bell set because the next video after this one should be the Q&A about Finland and my overall feelings on book back tours, as well as a little haul of what I got for myself while I was away. And then following that should be some classroom setup videos. So there's a lot of good fun stuff coming. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm getting ready to hop in the shower and just relax and take in the fact that I'm back home safe and sound. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Until then, Goodbye.